Oh, have they still got bloody red pads? It's fine. I think it's funnier that way. Alright, everybody. This is the challenge today. So if you're unaware of it, it is 11 batters, 11 bowlers. This is our teams. I'll try to get out of the way. We have selected some of the best players in the world. Now, this could go horribly wrong because I could lose the toss and need to bowl first. But the challenge today is, can I bat for long enough to score 1,000 runs as a team? That's exactly right. The bowlers have won the toss. Can you please bowl Mr. Jasprit Bumrah? Literally, you have one job. You have one job. And it's to elect. It's to elect. Just switch sides. Nah, but that's silly. Nah. We try again. Don't worry, we'll try again. Or should I fix the kit? No, bugger the kit. The kit's fine. Test. Yeah, the kit's fine. Try again. Take 2. No, but you can't switch sides while they're doing the toss. It wouldn't work like that. Take 2. Imagine I've already said everything I was going to say. And we've won the toss. What a miracle. It's happened. So we're going to bat first in the hope that we can bat long enough.
Another bloody challenge, lol.
Yes, Lucas, thank you for the $10 dues.
Welcome to the first day of this test match. Please welcome the players and umpires as they take to the field.
I'm pretty sure I can see Lion has the new ball. I'm going to change that. I will have to team select to change it. Look at this bowling unit. Jadeja with the gloves. Huge. Lion and his big bald head. It's Jaiswal and Khawaja to open the batting for today. And I will actually also use the behind the batter camera for the first time in a long period of time. You're a spin bowler. What are you doing? All right. Sorry. I need to fix a few things here. Yes, I understand. Rabada. No, Rabada gets the second over. Bumrah gets the first. Yes. Jasprit Bumrah will have the new ball. And we'll change the camera. Which I normally... I feel like I'll honestly play worse with the camera behind the batter. Which I think is batting far. And that I think needs to be... Keep it in batting far. Because otherwise I think I'm going to be cooked. Anyway. It's pink ball cricket. Can we score 1,000 runs? Bumrah to Khawaja. New rock at the Gabba. Red pads and all. No run, good start. Great start. There's only one thing that's worse than getting out. It's getting out on the first delivery. I'll tell you the one thing that I actually think is really, quite difficult with this camera angle. No run. Is, judging the field a bit more. Red pads are ludicrous.
Do you know what's happening with your Tigers IRL, mate?
Yeah, but the red pads, the umpire can't see the ball then when it hits the pad, so they don't know whether it's going to be close to an LBW shout or not. I do want to get the invisible man. Lucas, what's happening with the Tigers? Well, they're in a bit of a rebuilding phase at the moment. Dean, how do you do pink ball cricket? You've just got to make sure the you've got to make sure that the start time is 2 p.m. If you're doing a test match, that's how you do it. Would you believe that Damo tipped them? I mean, of course I'd believe it. Not a great decision from him. I think this camera angle is much harder than the one in front of the stumps. I'm sorry, everyone. I feel like it is. Yeah, there's the first runs of the day. Just a couple for Uzi. Or is it going all the way to the boundary? It is going for 4. Which we do love to see. Just beautifully weighted on it. Gets the nice straight drive. And makes it happen. Now... I want to change that camera angle, actually. For the fielding. I feel like it should be like broadcast or something. No. Yeah, the red pads are really just to confuse the umpire. That's exactly what it is. No run. Make it pro mode for running. I'll just see how it works here. Anyway, a couple of left-handers, sorry, opening the batting here for us. We've got Yashavsi Dryswall at the other end. Kagiso Rabada, another right-hand unit, has the ball in hand. That's definitely hit me outside the line. You see, I don't mind this angle for the fielding. And again, they've got a leg slip in early here. It's nominally. So, like, they are sort of enticing me to try to play along the pads.
You must
No
smash
run.
every ball for a boundary from now.
Well, that's not how this works, Lucas. I appreciate you trying to get it to work like that, but that's not how it works. This is a test match. I actually don't mind the pro mode. Let's try the pro mode, actually. Sarah, you might be onto something here. Sorry, everyone. I know it's early in the stream. I do try to just... I make some silly decisions early on. Because I don't normally play with this camera angle. So I'm just working out how to do it. Now that leg slip is more of a leg gully position. So we'll see. Also... Oi! Oh, that's so confusing. There's no way I'm using that. I'm just going back to the original. Just use batting far. Yeah, alright. That's the last time I change the camera. It's the last time I change the camera. But these sorts of test match challenges, they take a long period of time. I normally like to chuck a podcast on. Normally like to put some music on. See how we go. But I don't know if that's going to be the strat today. I really don't. So we'll wait and see what I do. That's off the gloves. You love being able to write an assignment on cricket for uni. Yeah, I've got to move my camera again. Should be there. I can never find a spot for this microphone where it doesn't look like it's in the way. Give me 1 sec. After this ball, I'll fix it. I'm going to move this again. This is the 3rd time I've moved this camera today. It's still too high. This is the beauty of live TV, everyone. You get all the changes on the fly, up close and personal. That's exactly right. Changing the camera in the game, then changing the IRL camera. No run. For the satisfaction of it, it would be kind of nice for each batter to get 100. That sounds like another challenge, Brentos, that I'm not willing to begin yet. Yes. Runs. Look for 2. Get the 2. Now, if this is your first time tuning into a test match stream, hello YouTube. I'm sure this is, for some of you, it might be. These are going to be slow. Like, it's going to be slow. It's not going to be as intense, as high-paced as some of the, I guess, T20 videos or test matches you are used to. Because I've got to play myself in. I've got to get in at the crease. I've got to get some some basic runs, and I've got to build some partnerships. You know, we're 2.4 overs into a potentially 450 over innings if we bat out all 5 days to get to this score. So it's about using every delivery at my disposal, seeing exactly how we get it done. You know, because I'm not editing. That's true. Although I do edit the streams. Again, that is a dot ball. It's none for 6 after 3. Already, I'm a little bit behind the rate. The rate has to be about 2.5 if you are batting the entire time. So that is a quest. No run again. It's a good start from the bowlers, though, I must say. They've kept my left-handers sort of really tucked up. Like, I haven't felt comfortable really playing any sort of a shot. Everyone in the field is terrific. Someone sponsored Dean so he gets a proper headset. I actually used to have a JBL sponsor, and I do have a JBL headset. As I pick up a single hit. But I just don't use it because I'm not I hate the over-ear headphones. If someone can get me, like, wireless in-ears rather than over-ears, because they're just not, for me, they're not comfortable over a long period of time, you know? Oh, that was almost a chance. Can probably get significantly quicker than that. 2.22 rate over 450 overs would get me to 1,000. All right, cool. We can definitely do better than that. That's bottom edge. Ash's cricket career mode was peak. It was pretty good, wasn't it? It was pretty good. Again, that'll just be another one. That is the end of the 4th over. We're going at just 2s at the moment.
Request a challenge for you to try and also get away from the Tigers lad Lions on top.
Lucas, can you request a challenge? Look, I generally don't take on things until I sort of get one done. I've got a few in the bank that I'm looking at doing. There's some nice runs through the offside. Look for the one. Chris, the Master Beast Masters, yeah. Get away from the Tigers. I mean, everyone's got to have a rebuild. They've got to go down to go up. Brisbane did the exact same thing. Brisbane were down for a while before they went up. The Tigers are no different. They will have their moment down before they rise again. That's a straight drive as we continue to play through the V. Jaiswal will pick up his first boundary. And that will be a 4. But obviously, feel free to let me know what you are thinking your challenge might be. Because there's every sort of a chance I write it down and do it in the future. Worked leg side. It should look for 2. And that's just good running from the red padded boys. You're fine. Over ears are a lot better, though. Rarely actually use headphones. Use them more when I need the mic when gaming. There you go. No run. I suppose if I was playing like competitive fort or something, like then I would really crack in and maybe use the over ears or like Call of Duty or something. But like, I don't care that much. If that makes sense. Like, I'm not that invested in the game that I need to have the over ears. For me, it's more a comfort thing. And yeah, there's a lot of really comfortable over ear headsets, or like, you know, over ear headsets, but I'm just don't vibe it, especially when I don't have air conditioned in this, like in my studio room, I guess, like wherever I record. Oh, that's narrowly missed the stumps. Not to be confused with Narrowly Meadows. That is a 2. And yeah, if the room gets too hot, then there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to wear a headset. I'll just be sweating under it the whole time. End of the 5th, none for 17. The rate already up to 3.4. These two have just started to get a bit of a jump. Is the new update out? No, it should be out on Thursday. I believe that is the plan. So that is there. Yes. Yes. That should be 4, Aussie. At his home deck, the Gabba, which today, remember, I don't know if anyone knows this, today they announced the Gabba will be getting demolished in 2032 at the end of the Olympic Games up in Brisbane. Great result, I think, for Brisbane. Obviously, the death of the Gabba, very sad, but we actually they're going to be building a brand new big stadium that has zipped across the line. They're going to be building a brand new 60,000-seater stadium. If you look around this ground, I think it's only about 35-ish thousand is what it holds. They'll have a 60,000 stadium, and the 2032 Olympics, which are in Brisbane, will hold the final of the cricket. Will hold, I guess, all of the cricket matches as well in that Olympics. Because cricket, the T20s will be in the Olympics there, and that will be the finale for the Gabba. It will end with a cricket tournament. No run. Hopefully Australia can win gold there. Is that the first time cricket's in the Olympics? No, actually cricket's in the Olympics in LA as well. I think in 2028. Which is also the same year as a one-day World Cup. Is that right? No, it will be a T20 World Cup that year. That's a boundary to finish the 6th. It's none for 25. Are they patching anything in the update, or are they just adding in CSK to IPL? They'll be adding in CSK, and then they're adding a new mode called Pro Team. Yeah. The teams we'll be playing with, it's our batting side versus the bowling side. So 11 batters versus 11 bowlers. At the moment, it's the battle of the two Indians at the crease. Bumrah versus Jaiswal. What's Pro Team? It's basically like Ultimate Team. Can you please show your Cricket 24 sliders? No, only because if I did that every single time someone asked, it would take me an extra 3 hours to get to through a day's play. Yeah. So, yeah. For me, Pro Team really has no appeal in the cricket games. For 2 reasons. Number one, I feel like cricket is far better a game offline than it is online. And if I want to pick a team with the 11 best players I want to, I'm literally doing that. I'm literally building my Pro Team right here with Khawaja and Jaiswal opening. So to me, it has absolutely no appeal. Unless you take away the fact of what I'm doing. You know, unless you take away me being able to do this, which would honestly be a terrible decision, then, yeah, I can't see a reason why I would do it.
Also, the challenge I thinking was the Thunder v Adelaide game, where Thunder got rolled for 15, so try to defend 15 runs.
That is a wild challenge there, Lucas. I reckon potentially something for the Big Bash to do when the Big Bash rolls around. Trying to defend that 15 score. Put everything on like super easy. Try to max out all the sliders for wickets. And potentially, if Cricket 26 does have a scenario mode, then you can build it on that. That's what it would be. That would be huge. So that's not a bad idea. I'll put that one down. Khawaja has really lifted the rate here. It's up to 4. I think they've been a bit too aggressive with their lines of late. This will be 2 more runs to end the over. It's 30 after 7. I'm just going to close the blinds, everyone. Give me one moment. Yes, the chair. FYI, the volume on the super chat was super low, could barely hear it. Okay. I will turn it up. It's because it goes through the same channel as the music, Like, it comes through the desktop audio one instead of coming through the other alert ones, which is very annoying. There's a little moth here. No run! I can hear the fan through the mic, but you can't hear it because it's got... Hang on one sec. I'm going to try and fix this so that it won't come through. Yeah, maybe that works. Anyway, let me know. Hopefully it doesn't... Oh, jeez. If I put my monitor on for my mic. Right. Oh, what's that off? Helmet. I want to fix this. Oh, run. Hi, Dean. I was wondering if you could do a test scenario challenge in Cricket 19 featuring India. Sorry. Hello, hello, hello. Does it sound weird? Or does it sound normal? I feel like it sounds normal. But I can't tell. Oh, where's the game? I've got no game audio. Why have I got no game audio? Oh, wait, that's why. Right. And this... Okay. This is supposed to be culling the sound. I think it's fine. Yeah, I can definitely not hear the noise. But I can hear something. If I talk with this... No, alright, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. If it sounds a bit shit, you just tell me. It's hard for me to know because I'm hearing like a slight delay. So it's like kind of an echo. It's a bit confusing. Shot! That's in the gap on the offside, and that will be a boundary. How about we just make this an ASMR stream and you shut up? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. In the corner. Both these guys are starting to get in. I know that we're still in the red level confidence. We turn, come back for a third. Throw goes to the bowler's end. Jaiswal gets back. 17 from 24. Doing a nice job so far.
Dino, you got Discord, mate?
I do have a Discord server, Lucas. It's pretty easy. I think it's like discord.gg/twisty community. I believe is an invite that will get you into the server. Nice drive again. Don't think we should bother running with this one. It should get there. And it does. Another boundary. Who did I put in the batters team? We've got 11 of the very best. in the world. We start with Uzi Khawaja at the top of the tree here. He's obviously 25 from 28. Next to him, we've got Jaiswal. Then you've got a couple of the best in Joe Root, Steve Smith, Travis Head. That's your top 5. Kane Williamson's in there as well. Virat Kohli, I think, is at 11. Just because we want him in the team. Temba Bavuma also gets a position. That's whipped again nicely. He's quite strong through that area, as we've seen, but we also saw him get out first ball doing that. There's a number of good batsmen anyway. There you go, Brent, to split the link. No run. Did I add Rohit Sharma? No. Absolutely not. Off the back of Rohit's last performance in Test cricket. That series, the BGT, he was woeful. There's no way he gets a spot in here. No way Rohit gets a spot in here. If I was actually going to pick the best Indian batsman, I would have put Rishabh Pant. Based off the rankings, I believe he would have been number 1. Well, we've got Jaiswal as well. Timmy, you're playing career mode right now. For some reason, the AI gave you a captaincy after your first match. Mate, that is silly, isn't it? It's silly. Around the corner. That was a chance. Let's have a look. Fielders are in close here, especially this guy around the corner for that. He's just wide there of Rashid Khan. Opinion on the Gabba being deemed unfit for international play? Well, they've just announced they're demolishing it today. I mean, if you have been to the Gabba, you will know from a patron perspective it is quite outdated compared to the MCG and the Adelaide Oval in terms of its facilities. It's almost like going to Icon Park, to be fair. But they will continue to play cricket there for the next 7 years. As Mitchell Starc is handed the ball. The 10th over. He's coming over the wicket. Left arm action for the first time today. Could this be a good changer for the bowlers? Potentially. Little straight. Gee, that was a nice shot. And at the rate of 4.72, you saw all the new Olympics plans didn't know it would be demolished. Yes, it would be demolished after the Olympics. What are they going to do? You can't just leave it there. It'll be turned into a park, I'm sure. Too straight, Mitch. Worked off the pads, off the red pads. Usman Khawaja. Now, everyone, today's challenge is to score 1,000 runs, okay? Or, the challenge over the next few days. Because I don't think I'll get to 1,000 today. This challenge is actually level 1 of potentially a series of challenges. Once we get past 1,000, who says we can't go for 5,000? Who says we can't go for 10,000 runs in a test match? Now, I know what you're thinking, Dean, that's impossible. There's only 450 overs. You would have to score at 20 and over to get 10,000 runs. Wow. That's a great shot. First of all, let's enjoy that shot and pick up 2. In fact, it's going all the way to the boundary. There is actually a way in Cricket 24, we discovered this the other day, where you can make a 5-day match where every day has 200 overs bowled. So you can potentially be facing 1,000 overs at the crease. Now, if you do that,
Dean need to do more career mode AFL Dual Lions.
the game's just not good for career mode, though, Lucas. Thank you for your kind super chats tonight. Unnecessary, but I appreciate it. So you can do that. We have made the custom format to get the 1,000 overs in there, and I feel like if I did that, obviously the first challenge would be 5,000 runs. Can we score that? Because then you'd need to score at 5 and over. And then if you're going for 10,000, you would need to go for 10 runs and over, which would be absurd. And I feel like if you're going for 10,000 runs, you're trying to break the game. So that's one you go on easy difficulty and you go, let's see. Let's just see. You go on the easiest difficulty. Can you break the scoreboard by getting 10,000 runs on the scoreboard? That would be insane. Batting 1,000 overs and scoring 0 runs. Wouldn't happen. There'd be a wide or something in there. Whipped. Leg sided. Probably just the 2. Man in the deep. Ready to reel it in. But he just watches it hit the rope. There you go. Yes, I would love to do another AFL career mode. But unfortunately, it's just not in the cards. Nice shot. That will be a 4. What's the difficulty of this challenge? Same one we always use. Same one we always use. The max you can score in a real test match is 16,200 if you score a 6 every ball, excluding extras. Right. Oof. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Am I watching the IPL? It's on. It's on quite late. I'm normally in bed, to be fair. I normally watch the highlights the next day. That'll be 2. That'll be 4. Another great drive. Jerikas, is it safe to assume Colley's in your batting team just because of his name? That is correct. That's why he's at 11. I'm hoping he's not needed. Oof, that's got a first slip. Dean, what do you think Cricket 26 will look like? Hopefully a different UI at the bottom of the screen. Remember when they thought they could just use the same one as Cricket 22 for the scoreboard at the bottom? And everyone was like, well, I tell you what, we understand it's a new game, but at least make it look a bit different and not copy-paste it from the last game. Come on. So then, of course, within a week, they changed the UI to be different, which I thought was one of the funniest things ever. Yes. Will be 2. Which creator do you use for downloading teams? I mean, it really depends. Like, there's no one. I kind of just search for whatever the newest team is, and it seems like they've got a good handle on things, you know? Like, I try to look at the roster, see if they've got the right players. If they don't have the right players, I look for another team. So, yeah. Oofed. You should do a tournament with teams, Australia or World 11 for each century. Maybe you could put yourself on the 2020s team. That's not a bad idea. But I wouldn't be in the team. No way. That's a waste for me. I'm too good. I mean, I'm not deserving. It's fine. I'm too good. That's real self-centered, isn't it? It's just swinging in and just using the ball off the pads. Man, Henry's going at more than a run of ball right now. Yeah, I would definitely be a specialist fielder. I would definitely be a specialist reserve fielder, I reckon. Like, would not even be in the first choice. Ooh, that slipped across. Is this a co-stream? Yes, we are live. Yes, hello. Cricket 26 should come out around about the time of the Ashes. I reckon early to mid-November. I think the last one that came out around the Australian summer was in October. So there's potential it comes out in October. That wouldn't be a terrible result. That is a full toss. And Jaiswal has said to Mitch Stark, you're bowling it too slow because I've sent you for 6. That's a huge hit. It's the first maximum of the innings, everyone. Welcome. 148 metres, by the way. That's wild. Don't bowl there. That's for everyone who always says hit a 6. Why red pads? So the umpire can't give me out LBW because he can't see the ball. Although it's a pink ball. You might be able to see something. Why aren't you using the other camera? Because I thought I'd mix it up. I actually think this is a harder camera to bat on, to be fair, than the other one. Especially now that I've literally almost been using the other one exclusively for the last year. No run. 15 overs gone. Run rate is 5.33, none for 79. New ball's a bit old now. Abul Razam bringing the drinks. Out to these two. Also, I'll be taking a drink myself. Do you play with inverted controls when playing from the other perspective? Yes. I think there's a setting in the controls that just says camera relative. So it just makes sense. That's 50 for Usman Khawaja. 7 fours in it. Coming off 48 balls. Which is a great start for this innings. And that is nice and fine. That will be a boundary, I think. Yes, it will. Who's that? Mitch Stark in the deep. If you get close to the highest first-class individual score during this challenge, will you go for it? Like 400, potentially? I mean, the aim is obviously just stay in and hit as many runs as possible. I think that's the goal. There's no... Oh, the only goal is hit 1,000 runs. If I hit some other markers along the way, then we're going. You try batting with it the other way around. It's so confusing when you're used to Korea. Yeah. Oh, no run. It can be a tricky change to start off. Like, even this, I found, like, the first few overs, I only scored at, 2 runs and over for the first, 5 overs. Now I've got that rate up around 5.5. Yoshi, how are we, mates? The players have red pads because they have red pads. Just thought I'd get a bit of spice of colour in there. Red pads, pink ball. Plenty of people in the crowd. Another boundary. No, it's not. That's just the 2. Ends the year over. 11 coming from it. None for 90. This is expensive. This is going very well. Very, very nicely. Rashid can't... Okay, spin into the attack. This is not good. Spin in the attack. Rashid is in the team. I was trying to pick the best spinners in the world, but we didn't have a leg spinner. We ended up going with Rashid Khan because he's the number 1 I don't know if he is the number 1 leg spinner, but I guess he is one of the more well-known leggies in the world. That's terrible delivery. You learn you can inspect the pitch with the same controls you inspect the ball while batting. Yeah, you do this. You can get your stance and say, I want to take a middle guard or I want to Stand outside the off stump. It's by pressing both triggers. Oh, run. That was very dangerous because my thumb was agonizingly close to the circle button rather than the X button. The triangle button, which I guess is the ball thing. Now, we have the red caps, everyone. Of course, we are using... I tried to make it use hat against spin. Is he wearing a hat? He's wearing a hat. Yes, he's got a lot of hair. There, Jaiswal. He is wearing a hat against the spin. Kind of dangerous because it's a bit wide. Get a couple of runs. Fielder's slow to respond. 4 from the over. It's none for 94. This is a... I'm not going to lie. This is a dream start. And I guess the difference between this and the 5-day batting challenge is the 5-day batting challenge was about the time. Like, you had to bat for so long that it was almost not worth playing shots. Whereas at least with this challenge, yes, there's still a lot of time I've got to bat at the crease. But it almost feels like it's a bit more simple because I can just sort of play the shots as they're there rather than just trying to survive. If you do try to survive, then there's probably one with your name on it. Dean, when you get the 100 partnership, I'll start studying. All right, well, we're hopefully only a few balls away from that. That's in the gap, through the covers. Not super well, just the 2. Messi or Ronald? That is my favourite typo of all time. Ronald. No run. On truly over the stumps, it's none for 97. Deep forward mid-wicket. Line is in its short leg. There's a deep square leg. That's relatively close to a shout, but if you're going to sweep the ball, don't sweep it in slow motion, please, Jaiswal. That doesn't help anyone. Run. Makes you nervous when the ball goes over the stumps, no matter how short it was. Yeah, well, when I was playing on... there was a pitch I was playing on once, and the ball just wasn't bouncing. So I'd leave it, like, halfway down, and it would hit the stumps. I was used to leaving it on the length, and then it would get me out. Sydney or Melbourne? That's not a real question. Sydney can't compete with Melbourne. Everybody knows that. There, the over. None for 98. You've been bowled on leaves too many times, swing it in from the sideline. Yeah, that's it. It's tricky. Oh, what's that? It's a woeful shot choice. Now, this is where Cummins has to do his work, because he's got to hit that top of off-stump line to make it dangerous for me. Because if he gets 2 straight like that, it's an easy 1. In fact, this is an easy 2. They will come back, and this will be the 100-run partnership.
And that takes his partnership to 100 runs.
Boom. Nice. Nailed it. Try to score a century with Trav Head in like 10 or 15 overs. Well, depending on the position we're in the game. At the moment, at none for 100, we are 10% of the way through. That's not a great decision. Who's getting the spoon this year? Because West Coast, North, Richmond and St Kilda have all played well to start the season. I think it's between Richmond and West Coast. Is that a chance? Was that a genuine chance for Cummins to take this catch? No, it's into the ground. Wasn't sure if it just ballooned. Come on, go short, Pat. Do it. Full. It's not after 20, none for 100. How much to hit 6 sixes in and over? Even if I tried, I don't think I'd do it. To be fair. That. What is that? Here, Sarro. That's 4. Just jog down to the other end, but I'm pretty sure it's going. I am right-handed. Bat right-handed, bowl right-handed. I was trying to do some handballing today. Trying to do some left-handed handballs. I'm quite uncoordinated, I must say. But my left jab's pretty good. Obviously, it's my lead hand when I'm boxing. My left hand is my lead hand. Twisty, I feel spin bowling is most useful and perhaps underused style in Test cricket. Would you agree? I don't think so. I think spin is used when it works. The reason line wasn't bowled really in the last Australian summer was because the pitches were just so good for quicks. You go to the subcontinent, they literally open with spinners. Terrible ball. Picked the wrong one. None for 108. Usman have no helmet on? Because it's spin. Why do you wear a helmet when you're facing spin? Wear a hat. You look cooler. Pick up 2. Squizzle says your coach would open with a spinner. There you go. Easy. In the air. It is well and truly down the ground, and Kawaja's just having a bit of a stare down after that shot. Dropped the toe, but not a problem. Marco Jansen trying to help adjust the field. All right. A run. Lost a tooth playing cricket before. Well, you're not wearing a helmet. I suppose even if you're batting against spin, if you just top edge it into your face, you're probably going to cop it. That is absolutely smashed. Again, Cummins going for the wicket ball. As he just whips the full toss. You were fielding. Jeez. Now that's the helmet. None for 118. Starting with 2 lefties. Underrated. Run. And that will be 50 for Jaiswal with that single. He gets there in 63 balls. 6 fours and a 6. Hat on and everything. These batters, so far, looking good. The opening pair survived the worst. Survived Bumrah, survived Rabada. Cummins has had a spell. Been a very nice job at the crease. Getting into the gap. Just the one. See you, Joshy. Enjoy. All right. Socceroos play tonight, don't they?
End of the over. The batting team are now
That's at 10 o'clock. They have to beat China. Otherwise, they're in trouble. And it would be nice also if Japan played their part and beat Saudi. That'd be elite. In the air. Got away enough. And once again, get into the boundary. Why is Jadeja the keeper? Well, they've got a team of 11 bowlers. Someone has to keep. Stark in the last game. But given I had 3 left-arm orthodox spinners in the side, I figured at least one of them can go behind the stumps. And Jadeja is the one who I decided to do that with. Right. And a no ball. I mean, he can't in the game. In the game, if you're the keeper, you can't bowl. It's not like real life where you can just swap out someone with the gloves. Which, to be fair, would be cool if you could do that in a video game. I doubt they'll ever make it happen. Should play a special cutscene or something. Oh, it's a nice one. Steve Smith is not the umpire, but it looks like him, doesn't it? A little bit. It's not Steve, though. Great decision. It's the one. There's 2 in it. Oh, dive. Didn't realise. Probably wasn't nearly 2. Number 129. Zane says, I will subscribe if you hit 6 sixes in an over. Zane, I've tried that before. It's pretty hard. Especially when you don't like that. Barely even a good shot. A run. Yeah, it took me a lot of goes. I should have got it on like the 50th go, I think. Sweeps that away. Pick up a couple more. Sweep shots actually look much better in this game than in the other ones, but they're just so hard to play. Same with the switch hits. A run. Why is Jaiswal opening? Why do you ask silly questions? Any ramping this challenge? Would not have thought so, Matty. Even if I did know how to do it, wouldn't have tried.
End of the over. The batting team are now on none for 131.
Why is the sky blue? It's another question I don't really have an answer to. It just is. No run. There's a gully. There's a gap there in between second slip and gully. So a short catching cover, an extra cover. Expect this to sort of be outside the off stump. That's cut into the gap. Kwaja. Had that off the front foot, not the back. A little bit smarter. You can't like ramp in the current one. You can do that other silly shot where it's like the crouch down, like slap over the shoulder, like that one, but you can't do a scoop. Like the scoop was better in the Cricket 19. But I don't think you're capable of scooping in these games anymore. I think they got rid of the animation. Short one, pulled away. 4 or 6. It's a maximum. That right out of the meat. Meat. Big crowd in too for this challenge. All the Brisbane faithful in the crowd would have been hoping for maybe a wicket or two after 25 overs, but the batters just started with an extraordinarily strong partnership. At least one of Australia's own, Usman Khawaja, Queensland native himself at the time. He is doing well at the crease. He's 72 from 81. It's none for 142. There's some left arm spin. Prabhath Jayasuriya. There's the ball. Will this change things? That's a nice line, that actually. The gap is, you know, you've left the gap to entice the drive. There's also a short leg in. That's tempting. It's tempting. Dance with Khawaja. No, another thing that I just cannot do in these games is use my feet down the wicket at all. I just don't know how to do it. Or like I know how to do it, but I don't know what the timing is. The timing I can never understand. How to make it make sense. It will just get me out. Run. Try and win without running, only boundaries. Make a play at a stadium with really short boundaries. I've tried to win a game without scoring boundaries. Tried to win a T20 without boundaries. That was actually the first challenge we ever did. That's whipped and perfectly into the middle of those two fielders in the deep. 4. Notice Cricket 22 has Carey as a left arm bowler, but I've seen him throw right-handed. Pretty sure he has bowled before. Right-handed. He's probably one of those right arm mediums. Those little outswinger dudes. That's just in the slot, really. Not quite punished. Get the 2. Don't run. Who do you have in next? I'm pretty sure it's Joe Rudy next. It'll be a right-hander. Rishabh Pant is not playing. None for 151. Boom. 150 partnership is up. Yeah, I have tried to absolutely middle that all the way for 6. Just the single. That is a tight lead. We're going for 1,000 as an innings total. And I am cautious, obviously, knowing that I'm currently in a good spot, because this is the type of game you lose one, you sort of collapse. I wouldn't put it past me to be none for 450 and get rolled for 600. So I am just obviously batting as smart as I can with the chefs, the cooking chefs. All it takes is a silly lapse in concentration, tiny nick. Something can happen, go wrong, and you're out. No Manali. Now comes in, more left arm spin, so at least we get consistency at both ends. Let's be some more runs. Jaiswal, just the 2. They've got 1 wrist spinner. I was going to pick Kuldeep Yadav for a bit more variety. But they've got, 2 left arm orthodox bowlers, an off spinner, and a leggy. Sometimes you got to pick the best rather than just for variety. That is a cracking shot. Finds the boundary. I mean, this is wild. I'm none for 162 after almost 30 overs. No run there. And things are looking good. That throw hit me. The hat goes through his head. We love that. Remember, not too long ago, I believe it was the Hyderabad challenge, was it? I had to make like 290 in 20 overs, which I managed to achieve. As the first session comes to Anyway, Khawaja 84, Jaiswal 74, 30 overs, none for 162. We are doing a great job at building this partnership. Jay Soria has the ball again. You reckon Hyderabad can do 300? I think so too. I think so too. Currently trying to make a team of right-arm bowlers that bat left-handed. You've already got Hop and Rabada. James Pattinson, but he's retired, isn't he? Who else? I remember Nathan Bracken used to bowl left arm, and he would bat right-handed. It's the reverse. Yeah, he said he's got Josh Hazelwood. Stokes. Yes, Stokes is a good one. Broad. Also retired, but Broad. Good bowl right arm. Bat left. Yeah, Travis Head. Bowls right arm offies. That's left-handed. Oh, that's narrowly missed the stumps. Manelli bowling in dangerous areas at the moment. In the field. This is a very good over this. This is good. Jimmy Anderson. Renshaw. He bowls right arm offies. Again, I suppose Anderson's retired.
None for 163.
All right. What does this feel? They've now got the man on the offside. Leave that. This has been a good couple of spells. Good couple of overs strung together by the bowlers. The spinners really dipped the rate. Really dipped our scoring ability. Nah, Siddlebat's right-handed. As Benny hits us with a prime. Thanks, Benny. You too can hit us with your Twitch Prime. You've got Amazon Prime. If you're in Australia, that means you can watch all the international ICC events for cricket.
Happy 1 year BBY.
BBY. It's found a fielder. Dean, can I see the other batters in the lineup? No, but I can try and remember them for you as we punch this one away. Twige moves to 88. We got Root, we got Smith. We got Williamson. We got the Rat. We got Trav Head. We got Bavuma. We got, I think there's a Sri Lankan player in there as well.
Yep.
I think it's Mendes, Kamindu Mendes. Another boundary. There's a lot. Not of batters. And that's gone in the air. Don't think it will actually get there on the full. It's just the 4. Kawaja moves to 96. Have put the fielder back now. Do you reckon we just risk it and go for the shot over the offside? He does. He takes it on. It's 1 bounce for 4, and that is 100 for Uzi Kawaja off 108 balls. This is the start we were looking for. He's very pumped about it. 15 fours. Striking at 91.7. He's hit it all over the park so far. So we are none for 179 on the scorecard. That's a full toss. And even though it hasn't been middled, it's going to be a boundary. Easily put away. That time Jaiswal. It is a team effort to get the 1,000 runs. That is correct. Oh, it's carried, has it? Oh, my goodness. So there is the first wicket. Jaiswal takes a cracking catch. Didn't even see it. Was that sharp of a take? Let's have a look. Oh, Nathan Lyon there at short cover. Come out of absolutely nowhere. 1 for 183. Jaiswal out for 79. With these so many 99 rated. There is the batting lineup for those wondering. You got plenty of choices here. We're going to go with the man who just is a run-scoring machine at the moment. It's Joe Root. Find himself out in the middle. So Joe Root now joins Uzi Kawaja. Got work to do. Let's have a look at this catch, by the way. How low did this keep? Genuine half volley. Never got more than really above knee height. And that's a great catch from Lyon to secure the wicket. So that is well bowled and well played. And see, as I said, everyone, sometimes these things can just come out of nowhere. All of a sudden, you can think you're going well, and then you get yourself behind the 8 ball again. Into the over. 1 for 183. They got the 2 men in the deep. Straight now. No run. Jack in the AFL, I go for the Tigers. In the IPL, I don't really have a team. I just support whichever Aussies are playing at the time. Safely played along the ground. I feel concerned now every time I want to play a drive. Then anything could happen. It's a little bit stressful. Look at this. They've got men all around the bat. Rashid Khan, he's in at short leg. He got a fielding stat of 25 though. Oh, he isn't going to catch that. You do worry sometimes. He's off the mark. I mean, Hyderabad have like 3 Aussies. Delhi have what? Mitch Marsh. No, not Mitch Marsh. He's on Lucknow. I looked at the scorecard from yesterday, by the way. Lucknow, all of their international players like carry them so hard. Like with the batting. Like you look at the rest of their batting scorecard. No one scored. It was only their internationals that really did the work. 1 for 186. I suppose that's how they've set up the team, isn't it? To have those guys really start. Shine. I prefer IPL or Big Bash. IPL's a bit weird because you get 12 players. Like, it kind of defeats the purpose of actually picking a team. You know? In a way. Because you're always going to have balance. Because you can just swap them out at the innings break. That's a high shot. It's in the air. It's not going to carry. Fielders in the crowd put up the signs of 4. No run. Nah. Who scored the most runs for me in my 5-day batting challenge, by the way? I feel like Bubba scored like 200 or 300. I don't know who else scored 200 or 300. There was a fair few runs that were scored on that day. Another overgone, 1 for 190. Look at this, we've got a short leg and a silly point. They're really ramping up the attack now. The bowlers. O'Malley continuing. Just another single. So we're just continuing to tick along the scoreboard right now, everyone. Those wondering and you're just tuning in, we are obviously trying to score 1,000 runs in a test match. That is as a team, not as an individual. Recently lost our first wicket of Yashasvi Jaiswal. He went out for about 70-something. And we've got a team of 11 batsmen competing against a team of 11 of the very best bowlers in the world. It's a nice little challenge for us. It's about patience, timing, survival, and also having a lot of 99 rated batters that can hopefully get the job done for us. Joe Root being one of those. We are trying our best. And that is absolutely beautifully played by Joe Root. He just stands and admires his work. 1 for 196. No, the 1,000 runs must be in one innings. I feel like it would be a bit cheap. Do it over 2. Because then I could just sort of go for broke a little bit. Or a little bit easier, you know. 500 and 500 isn't the same as 1,000. There's a bonus. If I get 1,000 runs with time left in the game, yes, I will try to win. But that is something that will only be done if I get to the 1,000 runs, if there's time left in the game. And that is something that I will only put in the stream. I don't think I'll put that in the video edit once it comes out. The bowling side of things. Look for a couple. Fielders getting confused. Get to field the ball. Just the 2 in the end. And I do expect this to be probably a 2 to 3 night stream. Depending on how long it takes. Obviously, it's about 3 hours per day of play. The current rate, I should get about 400 and something runs per day. It's pulled away, and that will hopefully be 4. We are going to run just in case it doesn't get there. Doesn't get there, so it's just the 2. As soon as you finish the Maxwell torture, I have more torture to watch playing Minecraft. What are you doing playing Minecraft? As Nathan Lyon comes into the attack for the first time today. The bowl to Joe Root. That's not anyone doing anything good there. I am a bit keen to get off strike here as Joe Root, or at least to get a few runs. He has only faced the 12 balls at the crease there. His confidence does tick over from red into yellow. Good result. That's well cut, but well fielded. That was Bavuma there. No, Bavuma's on my team. That must be Rabada. Not bad. I just saw the A at the end. Oh! It's hit the pad. It's hit the glove. The line looking dangerous. Starting off.
Yep.
Nope. Over! Huge. Oh, what's this? Jansen now.
Yep.
Oz a bit short. Kawaja pulls him. It's 4. You love to see it. So in career mode is Harris Ralph. In the first class match in the first innings, I got out on 98. In the second innings, I got out on 99. Oh, that sucks. Unlucky. Anyone knows DBC 14 controller problem? Pretty sure that means you haven't bought the game. Dean, isn't Jadeja an all-rounder? Yes, that is correct. But he is in the top 10 in the bowling rankings for Test cricket, so he deserves his spot inside. Jansen also an all-rounder, that's correct.
Yes.
Who defines what an all-rounder is? No, there hasn't been any updates to this game. There will be an update in 2 days, on Thursday this week. It's supposed to be the big update. Oh, that was in the air. Would have been very similar to the dismissal we saw before of Jaiswal. They haven't said what's going to be in the update, no.
Yep.
In fact, they didn't even release that information on their own page, which I thought was weird. Like, Ross tweeted about it. Ross, of course, being the CEO of Big End, for those who are unsure. Like, he tweeted saying the update would be coming on this day. That's the pro team update. As well as the introduction of the Gujarat Titans. Oh, no, not Gujarat. The Chennai Super Kings. DSK also coming to Cricket 24. So I assume that means they're going to update the other IPL sides. But no, there's been no other information in terms of what else is being patched in other than that and their version of Ultimate Team. Yeah. Christy, I scored 1,300 for 5 on Cricket 24. That's a fair effort. Respect. In the air, but absolutely crunched into the deep. Just the one in the end. Hopefully the Saka get an update with the new logo. Saka, of course, being South Australia. Now, Jack, we aren't a big rumour mill channel. We're not going to report on any sort of rumours. Rumours, speculation, innuendo. Just a bit disrespectful to anyone involved. I'm honest. I appreciate that. How do I get these teams? I just make them. That's it. There's no golden rule. How to get the teams? You just do it yourself. Just go to the academy. You say create a team. You pick your players. It's that simple. Oh, I mistimed that shot. Joe Root gets it over the infield for 4 to end the over. It's 1 for 2, 1-7. This is Bazball level of innings. Geez, look at that. Starts shaping in, then swings away. You wish they focus on getting international teams licensed instead of the IPL. What do you mean? Basically, they've got, what is it, 6 of the 10 teams licensed. You got Australia, England, West Indies, New Zealand, Pakistan, all licensed. That's and because you got the IPL, you've got basically all of the major international cricketers who are playing the IPL. So you have all of those individual players licensed. You just don't have the licensed like team kits for, say, India, for example, or for South Africa. All those players, because they play in the IPL anyway, or they play in like the SA20 or whatever it is, then majority of their world-class players are fully face scanned in because of the IPL. So they've actually done something really smart, which is they've gone to the teams, got the players, and then you can just make the players into the teams yourself, but they still have their full license. Yes. But I think the reason, what's the last team that hasn't been licensed? Whichever Kohli's team is. Do you reckon they're just trying to charge too much money for Virat Kohli's likeness? Do you reckon that's what it is? So we got Dhoni now. Dhoni's coming in the game. Why are all the teams licensed on the mobile games? Does anyone notice that? Yeah, so the mobile team, that's an interesting one. There's actually been... Oh, Joe Root absolutely smashed that. All the way. So the mobile games, they gave out the licenses, but there was no knowledge of the boards of a lot of the other places when they gave out those licenses. So players like Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood, all those Aussie players who have been licensed, like Cricket Australia had no knowledge of that, so the players had no knowledge of that. And so they're in a bit of a lawsuit with those mobile games to get rid of those licenses, or at least get some payment for those player licenses. Yeah, it's a real kerfuffle at the moment. I saw an article about it the other day. I don't know which one it was. Might be Real Cricket 24. So should I stop playing it? I mean, if you enjoy playing it, there's nothing you can do about it. It's not like you stop playing it means that the players are going to get their money. Apparently, this is a 50 partnership. And we're back around par for where we need to be. Nope. Run.
End of the over. The batting team are now 1 for 233.
Two more for Uzi. I've actually gone about this run-filled innings in a fantastic way. 5.2 my rate. 1 for 235. Done my job so far anyway. How many runs did you make when you made that 200 in one ball a year ago? I just declared. I declared after like 12 overs because we were on like 290. That should be 4 again. That video has like 5 million views, by the way. It's crazy. It's my biggest video ever. 6 million if you count TikTok as well. Lucy, I have a challenge for you. The highest test score by an individual is Brian Lara with 400 not out. You should try to beat it. Well, Usman Khawaja's on 122 runs at the moment. If anyone in this innings is going to beat it, he's a chance. Joe Root has absolutely hit that nicely for 4. Twisty fan. Hello, welcome. See you, Dingo. All the very best. Oh, I tried to sweep that. Didn't work. 1 for 244.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 1 for 2.
Stark back into the attack. I feel like he's... Who hasn't bowled yet? Has everyone bowled? No Shaheen Shah Afridi, but he's not in the team. This is a very balanced bowling lineup, by the way. 4 overs, 5 overs, 5 overs, 3 overs, 4 overs, 5 overs, 5 overs, 6 overs, 5 overs, 4 overs. Remember in the 5-day bowling challenge, Lyon bowled 9 overs compared to everyone else who bowled like a million. It was wild. And it was not until like day 2 where he got used with the ball. So I'm glad everyone's got a chance with the ball early in this game. That's a boundary. Absolutely. Well, no, it's not. It's 2. No worries. See you shortly.
Yep.
No run. Red tip was good. A cricket VR game. I have before, but I just don't have a VR headset.
White.
Like, that would be good with, you know? Like, I need a VR headset for my computer. I had VR on my PlayStation at one point. But obviously, yeah, you need one to play the games.
Whiting.
No run. Mex, are the rules as simple as they appear? They are exactly as simple as they appear.
Yep.
Another one ends the over. 1 for 247. You think Marnus should be in the test team or not? And if not, who do you have? Well, who's the next batter in? Oh, that is incredibly close to the stumps. Let's just have a look at this one. It went straight on. Or if it didn't turn a fraction like it did, that was out. Pizza Man should be 1. Get him off strike, although he'll get the 2 to get back on strike. Damo says this challenge ain't hard enough. Shut up, Damo. All about patience, which your generation, the TikTok generation, know nothing about. Can't all score 20 runs and over. Who's the keeper in the 11? For the batters or the bowlers? Bowlers, it's Jadeja. Guys, I see your challenge requests. And I can tell you right now, not happening. I'm doing a challenge now. I'm not going to do anything else. So you can chillax with that. Whoa. You prefer test batting or limiters overs batting? They're both different. I feel like the limited overs is almost harder at times. Like in a game. In the video game, anyway. No. Change the camera angle to... What do you live under a rock half the time? Alright. What's the difficulty? It's the same one I've always kind of used. It's hardest with a few slider adjustments. Dean, you should score 500 in and over. It's so easy. See, that's a real challenge. Like, I would try to do that. You know? Like, 300 in a T20, that's a challenge. I prefer cricket 19, 22, or 24. I actually think 22 is the best of them all. 24, I actually think it's too easy. I just don't think the... 24 is difficult enough with the bat. Why did you make the switch from Pro controls to standard? I think they were a bit more responsive. I think I was having too many input issues with the sticks that would lead to me getting out, playing the wrong shot or doing the wrong thing, and therefore I just thought I'd make the move. What? I reckon I can pull this. I run. Jeez. They were on me. Did you enjoy the Maxwell challenge? I know the keeping was glitched, but you got there. Of course I enjoyed it. It was like, I enjoyed challenging things. It was obviously something that, yes, really annoyed me at times. But when I beat it, I felt incredibly good. You know? Nothing that is, like... Things that are difficult are worth the effort, you know? If everything was easy, what's the point? There's no reward. Oh, mate, the whole fielding was glitched. It wasn't just the keeper. Good run. How do you figure out your video ideas? I just write down a lot of ideas, see what happens. I try to take inspiration from things I see online. If people are doing something with, whether it's a different game or something else, I look at what yeah, I just try to see what I'm doing, like what I see online. If there's something I think I can, you know, make my own, put a cricket spin on it, I think it would be really good. Like, I've got a couple of really good live stream ideas that would involve other people that I think would be fun. Yeah, I don't know whether or not I would ever get to do it. So I've got a lot of ideas. Just got to keep coming up with things. Obviously, when things happen in the IPL at the moment, you know, I'm trying to do some IPL challenges. Just something different. It's, you know, the world's biggest franchise cricket tournament in the world. So, got to make the most of it. That's in the air and that's out. Joe Root didn't get all of it. He's gone for 45. Mitchell Starc gets the wickets. It's a short ball. I didn't quite connect. And Rabada takes the catch. So root out for 45. That's a disappointing way to get out, I'll be honest. Kane Williamson in next. So just a bit of a reset here required. Before going on further. Even that was almost half a chance. To make a team of AFL players in Cricket 24 and use them in a T20. Like Joe Danaher bowling express left arm pace and Zach Merritt keeping. There was a few years ago, they had that game in Adelaide. It was like Adelaide versus Port at the Adelaide Oval in a cricket match. It was like a T20 game. I think it was like mostly players, but they did have the occasional cricketer in it as well. I think Connor Rosie was like Travis Boak was batting in it. Yeah. Go look it up on YouTube. It's there. Broadcast and everything. Ooh, no run. Brett Lee played in it. There you go. Can you show your batting list? No. I don't mean to be like rude or anything when I say no, because I obviously get asked the same thing a million times. And if I did it every single time I asked for it, we would just be looking at menus and difficulties and things like that all the time rather than actually me playing the game. It's my explanation. Gee, they've got a few slips in here for Williamson. Bumrah steaming in. It's a bit too full for him. Have a look at this now. This is the most aggressive they've been. First slip, second slip, and a gully. Offside field packed. Need a moment of concentration. Shape away. Jack says, I'm not looking forward to Pro Team. The one in AFL 23 sucked. I actually thought the Pro Team concept and how they delivered it wasn't too bad. But if it comes at the expense of all the other modes, it's not worth it, really. When the gaming experience in general isn't super desirable, as we find yet another boundary. And there's not a lot of replayability to it. And especially the fact that after, what was it, Season 1 or Season 2, the first season of Legends, there's basically been no new cards. Or no new players. Like, the current season doesn't even have players from this year. Like, you can't use Kako, you can't use Lawler. And, like, it's the whole point. If you want to get, you want the most up-to-date players. And if you can't have them, it's a huge letdown. That's off the back foot and punched again. Yes. But as I've said in the cricket one, for me there's no appeal, because if you're building a super team, I'm literally playing a super team versus a super team right now. And I have no intention of playing this game online. That was a chance. We're lucky whoever is in there at Nathan Lyon at short leg. We're lucky he wasn't ready for that catch. It's been very problematic for me. Stark continues to zip it through. Damo telling it like it is. All right. Overgone, 2 for 271. Like, when I played Live 2 not Live 2, Evo 2 the other day, I think Evo 2 was almost a little bit too overcomplicated with how it worked. There are a lot of ways you could change the game with the sliders and things to make it a bit better. There was a lot of stuff that AI were almost too good at. As Williamson gets himself off the mark. And there was a bit more variety in, I guess, how you could play. there was certainly some animation issues and things that made it not flow as well. But 23 does the same things. Like, I think if you go, oh yeah, pro team's all right. But, like, 23 does the same things where, like, you'd mark the ball and you'd go to play on and your player has, like, no acceleration. I suppose it is difficult compared to, like FIFA, for example, or, like, soccer games. Because soccer, the ball is always in motion. In Aussie rules, you probably don't ever have, like in a lot of other games, you probably don't ever have the mechanic where the player gets the ball and then stops to enter, like, you know, a set shot or free kick or whatever it is. Whereas, like, Madden, the ball is always in flow. Like, I'm just thinking from a programmer point of view. But it's just so problematic, honestly. Piastri in F1. Absolutely love Oscar. Obviously, as an Australian. Back him in. People, you got to remember, he's only a third-year driver. Like, last year was only was really his rookie season in F1. Why do you not enable YouTube chat? I actually thought I was almost gonna turn it off, to be honest, turn off the YouTube chat. It just, for me, I don't think they have anything insightful to add. And I've always spoken to my Twitch chat for years. Twitch has been the place where I've streamed for like 5. I've streamed on Twitch actually for more than 5 years, for like 10 years almost. So the people who I talk to all the time are always on Twitch. So that's why I don't talk to my YouTube chat. But they're free to talk amongst themselves. As I said, I almost was going to turn off YouTube chat completely and just not have it there. But I figure if people who are on YouTube want to watch, they can have it as a viewer experience. And if they want to chat, they can come here. This is where the people who've been watching me for a long period of time have always been. So it just makes sense. Yeah. You should still let them talk to each other. Well, I do. They still have the chat there. I just don't talk to it. And there's a pinned comment in there that says if they want to talk to me, then they can feel free to come to Twitch. Why is Rowett not in your team? Mate, he was awful. He was awful in the BGT. There's no way he gets a spot in the best 11 in the world. In my best batting 11 in the world. It's a no ball. So anyway, it's nothing against anyone. It's just, that's the decision. Jay Rana, hello, welcome. We got 5 more overs here until we get to the end of the second session of play. Obviously, to get to 1,000 runs, we need to make 100 runs per partnership. After the big opening stand, we're still ahead of where we need to be. We're 2 for 283. After the wicket of Joe Root. And once again, we're in a nice little rebuilding phase. Would I prefer Khawaja or David Warner in Test? Well, Warner's retired. He had better longevity over his career, but it depends where you're positioning him. If you're saying Warner in England, you're picking Khawaja. If you're saying Australia, you're probably picking Warner. Like, prime David Warner was something else. Like, he honestly was that good in his prime, but also in home conditions. Overseas, maybe not so much. Khawaja's much more versatile of a player. And he obviously had a big form slump. Well, not even that really. Like, not really that big of a form slump, but like, you know, different things. You get bored of Cricket 24. Well, I don't play career mode. I think that's repetitive. The reason I can do the challenges and not get bored is because there's something different almost every time. That's why I try to mix it up with like a T20 challenge and a one-day challenge and a test challenge. Just keep it a bit different. you know. But it's not the only game I play. Like last night, I was streaming Fortnite. Lots of people on my YouTube channel gave me love for posting a Fortnite clip. Put a Fortnite clip on there in the YouTube Shorts. Lots of people said, "Oh my god, never knew he played Fortnite." I play it on my Twitch all the time. That's why, I do stream, obviously, more than just the cricket stuff. But I only stream the cricket stuff on YouTube because I don't think that they would be as interested in the other stuff that I do. Was it an ice headshot snipe? Absolutely it was. It was fantastic. Won me a solo game. That's in the air. Fielder getting round to it, but just the one on the bounce. And I know you saw the clip on YouTube, but you could have seen it live on Twitch. Couple of slips in for Williamson. Home run. Elliot, your team lost the semis on the weekend by 20 runs. Oh, that's disappointing. I know a lot of people were playing their finals on the weekend. Didn't know about semis. On my people I went on my Europe trip with, he won his trophy. They won their tournament. Div something. Don't know what div. But they won. Congratulations to them. Harley was his name. Congratulations, Harley. Put it on the Facebook. And the Instagram. Williamson's starting to find the middle of the bat here against his fellow bowler. Fellow Kiwi bowler in Matt Henry. Wadsy, you're currently in the grand final. Nice. Good luck. In under 14s, your coach says you are a slow scorer, Jack. Well, it's not necessarily a bad thing, as long as you're surviving. If you are none off 45 balls, I feel like you should probably get 70 ball duck. Well, I mean, maybe you should move your feet a bit more. Yes. No run. Oh, the run out chance actually there. Jeez, I panicked, but we've got the 300 up. It's well played. Kagiso Rabada will come back in. 5 overs, 2 maidens, none for 13. Look at that economy, just 2 point something. Extraordinary stuff from him with the new ball, Rabada. This is only his second spell for the day, and he's coming in just before the dinner break. Williamson gets the single, gets Kawaja on strike. Are there any tournaments being hosted anywhere for Cricket 24 esports-wise? I think there might be, but I'm not sure. There's none that I'm super familiar with. That's a top edge. It's going to be 150 for Kawaja. The short ball got the wicket of Root before. It almost got another one. And he picks up 150. 24's in it for 176 balls. It's been a cracking knock at the crease. The batters surpass the 300 mark en route to a potential 1,000 run score. Is what we are looking for. Cricket 24 even have esports. I can't imagine there'd be any money in it, really. What do I do for work? Depends on the day. Some days I'm unemployed. Some days I'm a video producer. Some days I'm a social media man. Some days I'm a videographer. Some days I'm giving tennis players bananas on a tennis court. It really depends on the day, you know? Don't you work at the Oz Open? Yeah, during the summer. Oz Open's not on all year round. There's the 150. Look at that. That's a beautiful wagon wheel. That is such a beautiful wagon wheel. So many runs. So many runs. Whoa, that is a lot of spam.
Yep.
You think that's worthy of a timeout? Hmm.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between
50
these
partnership between Williamson and Kawaja also brought up. You need a 6 with Kawaja. He doesn't have a 6 so far, does he? Okay. If the right ball comes along, I'll do my best. What is the goal you think to do in Cricket 24 except this? I don't know what that means. Yeah, I can't read the fucking blue usernames, I'll be honest. It's impossible. Okay, well that's definitely 10 minutes. In the sin bin. Do I play FIFA? I haven't played it for a while. I used to play a lot of pro clubs with my mates. But they haven't been playing as much recently. We sort of played at launch and then that's it.
for 309.
Yep.
Like if AFL had pro, or like not pro, like yeah, just clubs or pro clubs, whatever you call it, then I'd play that. You're playing a test series between the Windies and Australia. Crazy. If I play a test match normally, if I don't stream a test match, I'm like watching a movie at the same time. Because there's a, like, you can't just be locked into playing a test match. So, I mean, at least for you, you've got my stream open. But again, like, I'm obviously playing the game at the same time. So it's not like a huge difference. I reckon I'm zoomed in here really far. It need to be a bit smaller. Camera's a bit close. Where's my this? Here, oh. Why is it so big? Oh, that's why. There we go. I think that's better. Oh, run. Yes, I'm not as zoomed in now. Feel a bit more comfortable. Bugle is reading a book. What's the book? Oh, wow. Can you work a kiss for a bit? That was a while ago. As we hit the end of the second session. Yeah, that was at... Here is the scorecard thus far after 2 sessions. We are fully under lights now during this day-night encounter. The challenge is 2 for 310. Chasing 1,000. We need 1,000. 1,000 runs. Kawaja doing the work. 156 off 179. He's faced 30 overs by himself. The other 3 guys have done the rest of the work. You have about 4 quitting anniversaries. Now. Oh, look at this. Short ball's coming.
Yep.
That was too full, and Elijah hits it into the deep. There is a sweeper out there. Deep point. Pick up 2 more. He's like the radio station.
Waiting.
Why is Virat in the team? No offense, he's been terrible in tests. Yeah, but this is a game. We can do what we want. He's there at 11. We had Pajara in our last challenge, and he was like
Yep.
not even worthy of a spot. Really. What happened? Why is Brook not in the IPL? I think he's taking time off or something. Is that right? Oof. Finds the fielder yet again. If I can get this next, like, if I can build a nice little partnership between these two and get the score up and over 400, that would be epic if I don't lose another wicket. It's a boundary. I don't know how that's actually gone in the gap. We have a chance. Pick up 2. Get 1 on the throw. Dean, are you a cricketer yourself? I'm not, actually. I'm a tennis player. I don't think I would be any good at cricket, I'll be honest. I'm too short, really, to play most professional sports. It's a lovely drive. Again, pick up 2. Or will it get all the way? No. Tennis? I've been playing tennis since I was about 7 or 8 years old, I reckon. Nowhere near as good as I used to be. I used to be very good because I used to practice heaps. Did you hear about the new 80k capacity stadium in Brisbane for the Olympics? I think it's 60k, Elliot. Not 80k, but yes. I did hear about it. How old am I now? 28. For another 3 days. And I'll be 29. 29. Win anything in tennis? Yeah, we won a few season tournaments. Won our div a few times. I got a few pennants. Actually, I think I've got a pennant in my car. You were supposed to take them to the club after you won them. I said, bugger that. I won. Like, my team won the tournament. I'm keeping the pennant. I'm not giving you the pennant. You didn't win. Our team won. Oh. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's in the air. Man out there. On the bounce. Retos says his hockey team also has one of those. We never get back to the club. Well, because, yeah, they give you, like, a trophy, and then they give you the pennant as well to write the names on. But there was one of them I was like, well, I'm not. I think it was the last one I won. I was like, I'm not giving that one back. Because it was in seniors comp, where there was only, like, you'd have 2 people in your team. So you'd play five matches total. So you would play singles, your teammate would play a singles against the other team's 2. Then you would swap, you'd play like the other player. So you'd play 2 singles, and then you would play a doubles combined. So then that would get you 5th sets. Then it was whichever team was up 3 sets to 2 would win the day. So you'd play 3 sets total. The year we actually won, I was spewing because I was robbed of the player of the tournament, or the player of the season. I won the most matches, but I didn't have the best win percentage. I think I'd lost 3 matches out of 14. No, would have been less than that. Yeah, I think it was 3 out of 14. Or maybe it was more than that. I think we didn't really get a feel in too much. I think I played every week anyway. But yeah, I remember I had like 85 or 86% win percentage. Whatever that ended up working out to be. Maybe it was like out of 24 sets, I'd won 21. Something like that. And then the guy who won player of the season had only played like 12 sets. And he'd only lost like 1. Or like he'd played like a lot less sets. Like maybe he'd played like 15 or 16 and lost 2. So like he ended up winning it because he had a better win percentage, which was so annoying. Because I was like, and then those guys didn't even make the final. They got knocked out in the semis. I won both my singles in the final. And then our mate Louis won his singles, so he ended up winning 3-2. And then I think we lost the doubles and the other singles. It's wild. We'll take that. And we'll take a 2. And we'll take a 2. And we'll take a 3. A nice dive to get there. Oscar could win the World Championship. I think it's Norris's to lose. Norris has to have some poor drives. Bit of reliability. Like, yeah. Ferrari's already out of the constructors. Like the constructors is already over. Like McLaren has already won the constructors. Mercedes is the only one that could like get it. Norris doesn't have the mindset chuck the spit last year. Yeah, but Norris is a little protected bebe for McLaren. And chances are Norris qualifies a lot better. So he's probably going to have more poles, which will probably lead to more wins. Because the McLaren's not great in dirty air. It's 2 for 3-3-3. As Rashid Khan will come on for the bowlers. Away. Just the one. Yeah, Zach Brown. Yeah, full Lando stand. Yeah, it's so obvious. This is a bit of ahead of ourselves. Red Bull had a much lighter lead this time than last year than McLaren do now. It's likely the teams will catch. It's less likely teams will catch because they'll probably start to focus 2026, but it is still possible. Yeah, because next year, what? Smaller cars? Is that right? Like new, new regulations, obviously, next season. Oi, I like your vibes. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. You did the Maxwell Challenge and now you are doing this. You are insane. Thank you.
Yes.
Go conscious mode right now. It's a very good idea. I can attack. Like, there's gaps to attack. There's definitely opportunities for me to do it if I can get the right balls. It's Stark at short leg. It is. Surely the ramp. It's very hard to play a ramp in this game. Like, there's a bloke here who's actually only going to possibly catch a top edge. It's the answer. Shot. Right over Cummins' head. You better reach the boundary. Gee, they were getting close. Max to Mercedes. Surely Max to Mercedes. Next year. Oh, Williamson is having a crack. Absolutely huge. I'll be honest, I can't see the ball. As Kiggis hits us with 35 bits. I don't know if you could see the ball then, but I cannot see the ball after I hit it. No run. No run. Over gone. 2 for 3, 4, 6. After 66. Bro, T-Head is better at 3rd position. Why do you put him at 5th position? This isn't a real game. This isn't a real match. This is a video game. I don't have to do anything perfect. Travis bats at 5 normally. What are you on about?
Yep.
Lawson getting dropped next week. Oh, mate. Yuki's definitely getting that seat. He's had a terrible start. No run. Why can't I bat like this normally when I'm playing as Australia? I guess that's because they got Marnus in the team and he generally gets out pretty quickly. Dean, do you have a favourite cricket player? Well, my goat of all goats is Shane Warne. That's absolutely smashed. That'll be 50 for Kane Williamson. As the 350 also comes up for the batters. Gee, looks good with the helmet off. The hat on.
Yep.
Oh.
End of the over. The batting team
Colapinto
are
to
now
Racing
2
Bulls.
for
Wasn't
2
Colapinto going to replace Duhan? Duhan, however it's pronounced. So if, yeah, depends what they do with Lawson, I guess, then. Jack, your mum says you have to go to bed. I'd listen to your mother. She knows best. That's an extraordinary shot. Could be illegal to play. I'm more of a footy person than a cricket person, I'll be honest. Like, oh, that definitely hit me in the box. Yeah. Flag Crom question mark. I think you question marks over the Crom's defense.
Yeah.
The rest of their team is very good. Ollie says, thoughts on Sam Lawler's bits falling out? Oh, I mean, he's got a Bonds deal out of it, didn't he? Huge. Dan, you going to check out Assassin's Creed Shadows. I've never played an Assassin's Creed game. I have no appeal to play an Assassin's Creed game. Like they're all the same, right? But apparently this one's what, different?
Yep.
They all say. When did I start watching cricket? I don't know, 5, 6 years of age. Can I get your best? Yes, boys. Yes, boy. Or do you want a yeah, boy? Yeah, boy. Trust me, AC Shadows is different and best among all. I mean, I think I played like a little bit of Assassin's Creed 2 with Ezio Auditore. Is that the guy? Was he the guy, the OG? Ezio Auditore?
Yep.
The OG assassin of the Creed? No run. think too many of the games just had like so many repetitive missions, and I would just watch other people sort of play them, and I was like, ugh. You know? That's beautiful. Just works it around off the back foot and forward. They're all just the same game, but in different settings. In my opinion of how I see it. That's huge. That's huge. Get there. All the way for 6. There are very few games I will like buy when they first come out. You know. Like Assassin's Creed is definitely not a game I would buy when it first comes out. Have you played Ghost of Tsushima? No, I haven't. Oh, well played. You hear Daniel Gorringe just dyeing his hair blue if the Bulldogs beat the Blues. Jeez, he's really working his social media game to the max this year. Williamson is just finding gaps at the moment also with relative ease as we come back for 3. He will retain strike after hitting 14 off the over. 2 for 376. Thoughts on the Harley Reid situation? You'll have to be more specific. Seems like there's about 6 stories with him at the moment. That's another boundary. At least another couple. Get back. Think about 3. Settle for 2. What have you played then? Only Big Ant games. Lol. Excuse me. Disrespect. No, I've been playing some co-op games with my mates. We played like, what's that prison game? A Way Out. We're going to work our way through It Takes Two before we eventually get Split Fiction. Played through a few other ones. Obviously, I play Fortnite with my mates pretty regularly. Play a lot of Rocket League as well on the streams, as you know. I played through... It's 4. Not going to run. Because I know it's 4. I played through like all... Well, I didn't play through all of Final Fantasy VII, but I did a lot of that game. I didn't get through all of the side missions or to max level. But I played like 120 hours of a campaign. That's another great cut shot from Williamson. And he is just absolutely upping the ante right now. Why you reckon it's really only Big Ant making footy and cricket games, at least the most popular ones? Well, there is really only 4 companies that make sports games in the world. EA, 2K, Big Ant, and whoever makes the MLB games. They're the only 4 companies really with the big enough dev teams to do it. Big Ant is the biggest gaming company in Australia in terms of size, in terms of like how many staff they have. Therefore, really, they're the only ones capable of being able to produce a title of this sort of size. Which it does not exist anymore. They're called something else. And they really only do mobile games now, I think. And it's a much smaller dev team than it used to be. So again, like, there really is only a small number of teams. MLB is also 2K? Is it really? There you go. But I think it's a different, I think it's a different dev team. Maybe not the publisher. Yeah. Yeah, EA do what, like F1 and stuff as well. So it really is all sort of monopolized by those companies. And the sports that aren't as big, like AFL cricket, rugby league, rugby union, and what else have they got? I think they're the 4 that they've got. I think they've got more than that. Like tennis, like Big Ant have all of those titles. So tennis, I think, has been done by European companies before, who did like Topspin. 2K obviously do Topspin as well. But it might not be as good as it used to be. They still don't have the roster. They used to have, well, they did have a lot of the legends in the last one. And again, those games, especially like 2K, they find ways to make $100 game worth $200, but only give you, yeah, you know, and they just, or they find a way to make, yeah, they find a way to make $100 game $200, but they give you half the content that should be in the $100 game to begin with. Like, you look at, like that Top Spin tennis game. There was so many DLCs in it. It was like the Champion Edition was how you get all of the DLCs. It's the same with, like the WWE 2K game. Like, you can have the basic roster for $100, but if you want everyone they have to offer, that's the $200 edition, you know? What about Pez? It's just not as big globally, is it? Although, to be fair, FIFA is no longer called FIFA. It's called EAFC. And they've shown you don't need a licensed name to make it worthwhile. Oh, that's in the air. I thought it was a chance. He's just got it in the gap. Uzi. It'll go to the mid-wicket boundary. Definitely wasn't out of the middle. Still never topped Lomu Rugby 95. Is his name Jonah? Isn't it still bad, though? EAFC? Or are you talking eFootball? It's proved the competition's rubbish. True. But I have a feeling like people will come crawling back by the time the next World Cup comes around because they'll want the game with the biggest player base, again, to be able to play the World Cup. And I'm sure EA will probably also be like, yeah, all right, well, we'll give you some money, but we won't give you a big asking price that you want. Unless FIFA just do their own World Cup game. It'll probably be a shitty mobile product. Won't make them anywhere near as much money as if they did a collab with EAFC. And it would be very interesting. Did Australia end up qualifying for the World Cup? We play tonight against China. If we beat them, then I think we only need like a draw. We need a win, and then we need Saudi to lose to Japan, and then I think we just have to like draw with Saudi, and then we should get through. Yeah, so we've still got 3 more matches to play in Asia. Asian qualifying circuit. Yeah, if we don't get automatic qualification, yeah, we've definitely butchered it. We've had a lot of draws. So the Socceroos play in about half an hour is their game. It's only on Paramount. I don't have Paramount. So I won't be watching it. Again, I haven't been able to middle that. It's just an absolute garbage delivery. Jayasuri. Back for 2. 2K will get FIFA. I don't know if they will. And if they do, is it worth it for them investing all the dev time into it? That's in the air. There is absolutely nobody back there. It won't be 6. It will be 4, and it will bring up the 400 runs for the batters. We are still just the 2 down. And it's still just day 1. This is a Gabba road. If you're wondering. A run. Oh no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's have a look. This ball's gone backwards. It's gone backwards. We're lucky. If that was cricket 19, keeper's catching that. Ravi Jadeja said, I'm going to give you a bit of a life here. That's crazy. That's so crazy. All right, last ball. The 74th over. To the gap, we'll look for two. Just the one, though. 4 for 403. Sorry, 2 for 403. What's your thought on the game? Ashes cricket seemed a bit random for them to deviate from the cricket franchise. What do you mean? Oh, that's in the air and a chance. On the bounce. Look for two, get two. Dean, do you fish? No, I don't fish. I have a friend who's a marine biologist who loves fishing. Oh, bold. Gone straight through Khawaja. Rashid Khan gets the wickets. It's the skidder. Goes right through him. And Uzi is out for 190. It's 3 for 405. Brings Travis to the crease. Now, Travis sees the score and he says, we're 3 for 400 here. There's absolutely no way I'm going to be striking at anything less than 150. He hits a boundary first ball. Like all the games are called Cricket 19, Cricket 22, Cricket 24. Why did they make a game called Ashes Cricket? So Ashes Cricket was the first Big Ant game that was not published by True Blue. So Travis hits a big shot over the offside there. Is it 4 or 6? 4. And so it had to differentiate from the Don Bradman Cricket 14, Don Bradman Cricket 17. And so they called it Ashes Cricket because it was like... And it was also the first game that they had made that was licensed. So by calling it Ashes Cricket and having the Ashes licensing, you knew that Australia was licensed in it. You knew that England was licensed in it. It was the first time over a, 6 or 7 year dev cycle that they had it. Had those licenses. So therefore it needed a differential title. Now they've obviously changed it from Ashes to 19, 22, 24. And it's just called the official game of the Ashes. Which makes more sense from a commercial point of view. There's another 4. Travis Head has just come to the crease and he's hit 14 from 4. It's 3 for 419. Correct. Hey, Berkey. How are you? Now, I would love to not lose another wicket before the end of the day's play. Like if I can get through unbeaten, through to stumps over the next 15 or so overs, that would be terrific. Hello, some guy in bed. Where you are huddled up in a blanket, like the emojis are suggesting. The emotes. Emojis. What am I? An Apple product. When I was 17. Brownlow prediction. I mean, sorry, I saw your favorite AFL game before. My favorite AFL game would be AFL 2003. Do you work alongside Big Ant? Like, are you mates with the guys there? I have absolutely nothing to do with them. Absolutely nothing to do with them. Josh. Like I did I was on Evo. Well, Evo 2 really. Evo I was more of a tester. Came in late. And then I just kept annoying them enough that they said, do you want a job? Like I came in, I tested maybe 3 or 4 times. They really valued my input. Offered me a job. Told me what I could be doing, what I could be working on. That's when I was there and sort of tried to push as many things into the game as I could. You know, obviously I didn't have control over the budgets and things in terms of what they were planning on spending money on. So I could only do so much, but I feel like I had a pretty decent contribution to that game. But Big Ant, no, I have nothing to do with Big Ant. Scrolling Reddit, saw a post and wondered your opinion, manual or auto. You talking about a car? I only drive an auto. Because I never had a manual to learn in. I'd love to be able to learn. Because I feel like, you know, it'd be good to know how to drive a manual. But again, I just never had a car to learn in, so I can't drive a manual. Maybe this year. My dad has a manual. Maybe I'll get him to teach me. Well, that was in the air. That was a chance. Not a great shot, Travis, but it's for... You have to be one of the larger Big Ant YouTubers and streamers. I would think so. I'd like to think so. It's not necessarily that I play their games. It's the fact that sport games that they make are what I align with, you know? If EA made the cricket games or the, you know, the AFL games, you know, I'd be an EA stream. You know, it doesn't have anything to do with what they make. It's to do with... Those are the things I already like. They just happen to be the ones making them. Just a couple more. Brownlow prediction. Actually quite a hard one to start the year off, given the teams have had a lot of inconsistency. Like, who's going to win a lot of games this year? Like, Hawthorn's going to win a lot of games. Brisbane's going to win a lot of games. Geelong's going to win a lot of games. Does that mean Lachie Neale is another favourite again? You expect if Brisbane wins a lot of games that they're going to be giving him a lot of votes? Something like that. There's certainly... Oof. A few of those big name players will be there. Obviously, Nick Dacos is someone who you think is going to get a lot of votes if Collingwood win 13 or 14 games over the year. That's no way. You hit that. I did not hit that.
Yes.
The gloves of the keeper. I can show you. This was the delivery you said I hit. I did not hit this ball. Got very close. You can see. Might have brushed the arm on the way through, but that's all. Jordan Dawson, top three. Yeah, well, if the Crows win a lot of games, yeah, Dawson, obviously Rankin. Although, Rankin, they subbed off the other day. I was spewing. I needed him to get 20 possessions. He did not. Do you know, I remember when I was younger and getting into cricket, I used to binge your Cricket 19 Ashes series, and I used to love your commentary. You don't like it anymore? Ah. I'm just kidding, Oba. I know, I've really degraded over the years. I'll be honest. No run. 3 for 4, 35. Do a heritage stream, fire up Don Bramo 14 again. It's not good enough. Oh. We're having some slow motion issues. I know what you meant, Oba. I was joking. I was joshing ya. Just joshing ya. Nah, I'd place 14 over 17. 17 woeful. And Big N had 2... also alternate cricket titles. 3 if you count the mobile game. Because they had tabletop cricket. I'm not sure if you remember that. They had a game called tabletop cricket. And then they had... obviously Big Bash Boom. Which was... that was something. And then they had the Big Bash mobile game as well. What day are you up to? That's day 1. Husey? And he faced 78 overs. A risky 2. Travis gets back. I think I booted up Big Bash Boom the other day. It was awful. I literally couldn't get out of the menu without wanting to delete the game. It's not a joke. does beat mid-wicket. We will set up for the 1. I'm going to try here and get, obviously, Kane Williamson to the 100. By the end of the day would be terrific. Oh, Travis. That's not a way to go. That's a bad wicket to get out on late in the day. He has absolutely smashed this ball. And Mitch Stark has pulled off an absolute screamer. Extraordinary. Head out for 26. It's 4 for 440. Steve Smith in at 6. Joins Kane Williamson. As 2 of the Fab 4 are at the crease. The team batters. Just 2 deliveries until that second new ball is available as well. Disappointing. Reckon there'll be an AFL 23 update soon. I think in the next month. Oof. I think they're focused on Cricket 24 at the moment. I think I'll be surprised if they give us an AFL 23 update before May. I reckon.
Waiting. Yeah.
Did they take the new ball? I assume they took the new ball. Is that a new ball? It looks like a new ball. Oh. There's a bit of wear on it. What next update for Cricket 24 going to be? Oh, they're doing Pro Team. That'll be coming on in 2 days. Oh, ball. Thank you.
Yep.
That's the one. Mate, I lost my cat yesterday, and it's really a relief watching this. Cheers. So sorry to hear that, Felixa. I too have experienced the loss of a cat before. It is very sad. Sorry to hear that. The cat was called Tiffany. That was probably a year and a half ago now, actually.
Yeah.
Have some photos on my phone, though. Very cute little kitten. Well, not a kitten, but you know. It will be back. That's it. Cats reincarnate. They do. Their spirits linger on. Thick edge. That is lucky for Williamson. As the 450 comes up. Gee, that has just accelerated. Huge gap there. Williamson to 97. Last ball the over. Don't be doing that, you silly boy. Don't be doing that. Right, these two have to put on at least 150. They have to get me to the 600 mark.
Yep.
I reckon. No run. No, again. I'm trying to whip it. Like, you know, whip it. Whip it good. Do-do-do-do-do. I was just thinking of something that I found quite humorous. I'm sure people still do this. But do people still call people whipped? Like, if you've got a partner, or like if someone's got a partner and their partner's like forcing them to do something they don't want to do,
Yep.
you ever just make a little noise? Just let them know. they don't really have authority over their own decision making. Because that's a classic. That's a real classic. Run. I don't play cricket, no. Cricket's an all-day activity. I don't have all day to play cricket. I play tennis. Even then, I don't even play tennis competitively anymore. It's the one. You scurry through. Williamson to 98. You should. I wouldn't be very good. I'll be honest, I would not be very good. I appreciate your confidence in me, though. Whoa. I'm really looking at that. Should have looked a bit hard. Pause for celebration. Joel Wilson has been removed. As Steve Smith punches it, or pulls it to the leg side for a boundary. Brentos has given us the news. Joel Wilson has been removed from the ICC elite panel of umpires. Which means no more bad decisions. I mean, I'm sure there'll still be bad decisions, but no more Wilson bad decisions. He would make plenty. Pretty decent throw in. Smith gets back for a couple. Flag Giants. That'd be his name. Thoughts on the Giants this year? I think top 4 should be a minimum for them. And they should be looking to make a prelim this time around. That's absolutely middle and 4. If they don't make a prelim, it's a fail. In fact, I'd argue if the Giants don't make the grand final, it's a major disappointment. They should be one of the best 2 sides out there. They should only improve as the year goes on. Oh. New ball. New balls. New ball's taken. Jay Surya has it. Williamson, 98. Almost a catch at mid-wicket. Jeez, it almost carried. Oh, glove. Oh, Stephen. Stephen, if your foot wasn't there. Stephen, if your foot wasn't there, that would have been 100 for Kanye Williamson. Although he'll get it here with a beautiful cover drive. The man in the deep won't stop it. It's a big ton for Kane Williamson. Just the second player today to bring up the triple digits. As he punches the sky. This is interesting because this celebration, he's supposed to have a helmet in his hand. Because he had the hat on, it didn't load it properly. That's very funny. I would have thought someone would test these things. That's a nice ball. That's quite funny. No run. Over. 4 for 469. There's an argument I could make 500 here in the day. Look at this. Williamson predominantly offside. Huge efforts. You'd expect a few more leg side shots. And this is a very ring field to Steve Smith. Mitchell Stark steaming in. Mitchell Stark hit well over his head. 4. You just can't bowl there, can you? I just think this is a terrible field. Well, now they've got a man out and they've got some slips in. Okay, this is a bit better. God. Do it with the bowlers next time. Let's start with the batters for now. Oh dear, that's right in the air. Man underneath it. Takes the catch. Stark gets Smith. And I think Mitchell Stark has been involved in all 3 dismissals of the Australian batsman. It's a bad wicket to lose. We are 5 down now. Sad Shaquille is going to join Kane Williamson at the crease. That's a left-hand, right-hand combination. And we're 5 for 474, which means for the first time today, we are behind the game in terms of 100 runs per wicket. The pressure is back on me to do something. Can Pakistan's Sad Shaquille combine with Kane Williamson to get us back the 1,000-run scoring position? Be the one. I was a bit aggressive actually in the last 2 partnerships. It's a pretty good shot. The one. If in the new team, in the new pro team, they made a scenario where you had to pick a player that you packed to do something like the Maxwell Challenge, would you do it? I'd at least look at it, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. I didn't mean that at all. We've lost 2 wickets in the over. Bold Stark caught Cummins. It's 6. Eh? Oh, all right. That was just... This is now an extraordinary little moment to redeem ourselves. Williamson now has to do the bulk of the scoring. We still need 522 runs. And we are down to our final 4 wickets in hand. Don't involve any lapses. I told you, everyone. You lose 1 wicket, you just lose a bit of concentration. And I had lost some concentration. Hit the ball on the ground. I was trying to hit it along the ground. It was a miss-hit. And even that was almost a run out. Pressed X. Now I've got to rebuild. It's going to make for a very interesting stream tomorrow when we return to try to get to the 1,000. Yes. A 1. No run. It's just a bit of panic. Just 4 overs, mate. That's it. 4 overs. Nothing silly. Even the chat's gone quiet. They're trying to lock in, concentrate, make sure nothing silly happens. No run. I will be ending the stream after the day's play, yes. Always the plan, was always to stream one day.
Yep.
It's in the gap. 2. Settle for that. A bit of patience needs to be restored. Bavuma giving a bit of a side eye after that shot. Oh, 6 for 482.
6 for 482. Change your bowling. The captain is going with pace.
3 overs in the day. Jasprit Bumrah has the ball yet again. Gee, he's fast. Just rapid. Well, there is a gap here. Do I want to think? Do you think? I don't think I can hit it in between fit, slip, and point. I think that's almost too difficult to do. No run. I think you can react to it quick enough, really.
Yep.
Nope. Nope. Oh, I'm glad he went to the batting end. Williamson was just a bit too far down. Hardest bowler to face in cricket 24. Any of the fast bowlers that have the like rapid pace, like Archer, Wood, Bumrah. Anyone that bowls like more than 150, you just feel it in the game. It just feels quicker than anything else. Everything else has a bit more rhythm to it. The ones that are that quick, you cannot get the rhythm of it. It's just fast. Like you just have to premeditate and react. But like what an over that is. 6 for 483. 2 overs left in the day. I think there's only 2 overs yet. There's only 2. Actually, there's only 2 minutes. So this is probably the last over of the day. Mitchell Stark. Let's see here. G'day, Cyrus. You've joined us at the death. We will be getting off momentarily. Appreciate you being here, though. Oh, I wanted to hit that. Stream tomorrow? Yes, there will be a stream tomorrow. Does the batsman's height change how shots come off the bat? Like Timbers might get under the ball a bit more. I think so. I think it certainly changes your shot motion. I don't know if it changes how it comes off the bat. It definitely it changes like your ability to hit shorter balls as well. I think obviously if he's shorter, things like that. Three balls left in the day.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. I knew a Neve. I knew a few Neves, actually. It's a pack of Irish girls.
Wait there.
I worked with at Wimbledon. They're always together. You just knew where the Irish were at all times. Hero there as well. That's a dot ball. That'll end the first day. 6 for 484. Probably, obviously, the bowlers would be ahead of the game because of how well they played in that last session. I think it was 3 wickets we might have lost in the last session to put us in such a terrible position. Look at that. 3 for 38. In fact, there was 4 wickets lost in that 400 block here. Williamson, the only one to go on with it. Head, Smith, Shaquille, and now Bavuma in at the crease. There's only been 2 hundreds scored. In fact, there's only been 3 50-plus scores. If you take the opening partnership out of the game, we've really lost 6 for 300 and... not even 300. 6 for like 290-ish. So it's been a quest to get to the position that we're in. Every bowler was used, at least for 4 overs or so. That was Marco Jansen. Was used the least of all of the bowlers. For those wondering, yes, we will be back tomorrow to continue this. But at the end of day one, the batters 6 for 484, obviously chasing a score of 1,000 runs.